Hey, what's up, guys? So today I want to talk about a topic that people really don't talk about a lot. So as an entrepreneur and an influencer on social media and all that stuff, we always talk about going hard, chasing your dream, go, 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 go. But a lot of us never talk about unplugging and why it's important and how to unplug. And what I mean by that is, like, as entrepreneurs, we go hard 24/7. Like, it's not easy. But mental exhaustion and physical exhaustion is not good for the creative mind. Now, they say, like, the entrepreneurs work 10 plus hours a day and even work every single weekend. That's me. In the beginning, while I was chasing the bag and trying to achieve my dream and the success, I worked nonstop all the time. There's nothing you can tell me to do to take a break. But was it really worth it? I would say yes, but was it really? No. Could I go without that phone call? Did I have to respond to that text message at 10? I don't think so. So what I want to talk about today is how and why it's important to unplug from all of this chaos going on as an entrepreneur. When I was starting over 3 years ago and decided that I wanted to go all in, I took so much time out of my day. Literally, I only slept maybe 4 to 5 hours each night. And one is because my brain was just going crazy and I couldn't help it. But two was just, I thought that the constant grind and grind and grind was necessary, which to a point it is. I can't really argue that because that's how I found my success. But at some point, you have to unplug. You have to unplug from the chaos like we talk about. I know you feel it. You hear it, right? So if you're in the grind mode, we call it, all of your friends always, when you're always talking about that certain topic, for me, it was real estate. Every conversation I had was real estate. If you have a spouse, every time you talk about real estate, you can't put your phone down. You can't stop listening to podcasts and YouTube videos. It's because you're on a grind. It's okay. Most entrepreneurs like us have an obsessive mindset, have the thing where you can be addicted to the actual grind and the success. But I want to tell you how to unplug. Now, in the beginning, it's pretty easy. All you need to really do is put your phone down at a certain time every single day. Because if you think about it, is the response needed at 11 p.m. from a buyer or a seller? Can it wait till the morning? Does the employee in your office or your VA or somebody that works with you need that response between 11 and 7? Can it wait? And as I did that when I was, coming up and really striving and going hard, the answer is really no. I could have let a lot of those text messages go unanswered. Not that I wasn't going to answer, but when? And those emails go answered till the morning. If you wake up early and you rise early, great, answer them then, but you need to unplug. So number one, I would start by setting a time every single day where you just put down your phone and you don't pick it back up to the next day. I think that will help with your mental exhaustion, your physical exhaustion, and then you can keep continuing to be successful. Because remember, as entrepreneurs, our creative mind needs to be sharp at all times. Mental exhaustion and physical exhaustion is not good for a creative person. For me, I know at the end of the night, about 10:30, 11 o'clock, I am done. I can't film another video. It's not good for me to get on the phone because my brain is just mentally exhausted and I've exerted everything it has early in the morning. So know yourself. It's important to know yourself. Another reason why you need to unplug is not only for you, but for your family. Maybe you have a spouse, kids, and sometimes you're addicted to that success, but being present when you're supposed to be there is more important than that grind. And all it takes is a little bit of time when you really look at it. Another thing is your health. For example, myself, over the last 3 years, I've just gone so hard. I've had times where I've had to actually stop eating for 10 days to do like a detox. I find myself eating poorly, eating very late, eating once a day, stuff like that. And I got to a point where my body was very sluggish. I was sluggish, and I decided not to eat for 10 days and only drink liquids. And it helped me reset my body, but you shouldn't get to that point. Something I always say is that somebody else needs you to be rich. But the reality is, if you're not present, it doesn't really matter. You have to take care of your health. Don't put yourself to the point of physical exhaustion. And what I mean by that is, yeah, get rich, get wealthy, but your family doesn't really care about the money. They want to see you there. And what's the point of making all this money and not having the health? There's a famous quote that says, "What is wealth with no health?" I put on like 20 pounds in the last 2 years, and that's just from going hard and hard and hard. But a lot of people don't know over the last 3 years, I've developed a serious back injury that I'm hoping to get taken care of at the beginning of the year so that I can start exercising. So I haven't been able to exercise for an entire year, and that's a part of the negative side of success. What people don't see is a lot of the videos, a lot of the Instagram posts show the polished information. They follow me for 8 to 10, 12 hours a day sometimes, and you only get to see the best 20 minutes of my entire day. This is me just coming out and saying, well, there's the shitty side of it too. And that side comes from that exhaustion and me having back problems and me having health issues where I've had to detox and really look at my diet in a very, very micro way. So these are the reasons why you need to unplug. And next I'm gonna show you how to unplug. So now let's talk about how to unplug. One of my favorite ways to unplug is simply put your phone on do not disturb. Like you're not available. Like do that in the middle of the day or at the end of the day, whatever is more comfortable for you. So what I mean by that is at the end of the day, let's say you get home at 9, you're eating dinner with your family by yourself, whatever your situation is, put your phone on do not disturb. Do not answer any text messages, emails, or phone calls from anybody else until the morning. The reason is, I promise you, even if the world is on fire, there's nothing you can do about it until the morning anyways. So don't worry about that. Also in the middle of the day, take a time and just say, look, I'm gonna take a nap for 30 minutes and that's it. And that's how you unplug. So my number 2 favorite way is being active. And while you're active is basically unplug from everybody else. Now what this means is in the middle of the day, you can simply set your phone on do not disturb, but do not take it with you for 30 minutes while you go on a run, a jog, or do something active at the gym locally. Or maybe your office has a gym. Maybe at the end of the day when you're done with work at 6, 7, 8 o'clock, go to the gym, spend those 45 minutes to an hour by yourself. Completely be active. Hit the Stairmaster, hit the treadmill, whatever you like to do active. Maybe this time also involves throwing the ball with your kid. That can be something active. Be active for 30 minutes, half an hour, whatever it is, an hour. It's up to you. Just be active and unplug from the rest of the world. All right, so number 3 is unplug from social media. One of my good friends, Nazar, only gives himself 1 hour a day. Now, simply what that means is he's only allowed himself to be on social media for 1 hour. But he capitalizes that hour because nature of our business is that we're online all the time with social media, promoting ourselves or our business, finding new clients, buyers, sellers, whatever it is, we tend to spend a lot of time on social media. Limiting yourself on social media can be an important way for you to detach your mind from all that's going on in the world, and I promise you, you won't die if you don't get social media for the rest of the day. So limit yourself for 1 hour, maybe 2 hours. Maybe start off where you're only doing 3 hours a day on social media and get it to a point where you're only doing 1 hour. So number 3 is social media unplugging. So number 4 is taking some you time. Doing something you love to do. I don't care if that's knitting a blanket, watching your favorite TV show, or playing a video game. Now, when I say watch your favorite TV show, I don't mean go watch the entire thing. Don't binge watch it. Take that half an hour or that hour every single day or every week or whatever it is and do something you like. Don't watch the whole thing. Don't play video games for 3 hours and don't knit an entire linen closet worth of stuff. All you want to do is spend that little time with yourself without worried about anything in the business world. Just do something you like. It sounds simple, but I promise you, it works. Now, this is my absolute favorite way to unplug, is to travel. As you can see, I go on a vacation once a month. I take about 12 weeks a year of vacation. Now, the nature of my job is I travel all the time anyways. Matter of fact, Dave and I have already done 260,000 miles on a plane this year, and we are in December. So one thing that I love to do is travel. Travel with your family, travel with your friends, create a group of people that you can travel with, not people that need to depend on you to travel. Maybe some of your friends that are equally online with you that can split everything with you. Now, traveling doesn't have to be expensive. I promise you it doesn't. What I'm doing here is I only spend about $2,500 a month on my lodging when I travel. I use this thing called Inspirato Pass, and I'll make a complete separate video about that, but traveling is absolutely my favorite way. I'm here in Mexico for 7 days. I don't have my laptop. Now, I do a little bit of social media because I love it, but you can unplug from that. Now, here's the thing. I give you 5 tips on how to unplug. Now, the cool thing about unplugging is you can do this with your loved ones. So if you have a family, if you have a spouse, a girlfriend, whatever it is, you can unplug with these things with them. For example, I go on vacations with my friend, my girlfriend, those type of things. You can do the same. So if you want to do something activity, you can throw ball with your kids. You can go on a walk with your wife, your girlfriend, whatever it is you need to do. That is how you can unplug, but you can do it with your loved ones. And I promise you that will equal more family time, more time with the people you love, and you're just gonna be mentally better. You're gonna be physically better. And I'm telling you from experience, if I knew this from the beginning, I would have done this from day one. And now just pass it on to you. So that's my how and why to unplug.